Every day, we hear the same complaint. Modern technology and relentless notifications have destroyed our intrinsic ability to focus. But the device itself is neutral. No one is holding a gun to our heads. We choose to yield our attention, turning to our phones every time they beep, as if to say, "Yes, master, how can I serve you today?" This dynamic is driven by the law of practice. It's a simple rule. Whatever action you repeat over and over again, whether positive or negative, you will eventually become very good at. The average person is awake for about 16 hours and spends up to 13 of those hours giving in to constant interruptions. We haven't lost our focus. By practicing interruption all day, every day, we have simply become absolute masters of distraction. Because this current state of distraction is a learned habit, concentration is also something we can learn. But before we can train it, we first have to look at the mechanics of how the brain actually processes attention. Developing concentration starts with a basic distinction. The mind and awareness are not a single unit, but two separate entities. Imagine your mind as a vast physical space, containing distinct zones for anger, joy, art, and science. Your awareness is a glowing orb of light that floats freely throughout this landscape. Wherever it travels, it lights up that specific area, creating your conscious experience. Our daily experience is dictated by where this orb rests. You don't gain control by fighting your thoughts. You gain control by learning how to steer the light. A distracted day lets external forces dictate the light. We allow coworkers, emails, and social media to pull our awareness from zone to zone without consent. Concentration is the practiced act of holding that orb in one zone, resisting those external pulls. When the mind is focused in this way, it gains the capacity for immense complexity, the kind of sustained effort required to put machines on the surface of Mars. It's difficult to direct your focus without understanding that you are the one holding the flashlight. Recognizing this separation is a prerequisite for moving the light by choice rather than by accident. Holding this light steady is vital because of a biological reality. Personal energy is governed by the laws of thermodynamics. It cannot be created out of thin air. It can only be transferred. You have to look at your personal energy the same way you look at money. It is a finite resource that needs to be wisely reallocated before it depletes to zero by the end of the day. Physical energy is tied directly to the mental map. Wherever you direct your glowing orb of awareness, your daily energy automatically flows into that exact spot and is permanently spent. People often feel perpetually exhausted yet unfulfilled. This happens because they allow their limited daily budget to be drained by random distractions instead of investing it into a single focused point. You don't need to add new tasks to a busy schedule to fix this. You can train your concentration using the interactions already built into your day. The next time you speak to your spouse or your child, try a specific exercise. Actively practice holding the orb of awareness entirely on them. Give them your undivided attention. Your awareness will inevitably drift. When it does, simply notice the drift and consciously drag the focus back to the person. That act of pulling the light back is the actual repetition that builds your focus. And if you want your children to learn how to focus, you have to model the behavior first. They cannot learn to concentrate if the adults around them never show them what it looks like. Your life follows the path of your energy. By mastering the act of keeping awareness on one thing at a time, you ensure that your energy is actually going toward the goals you've prioritized.